Hi, as per titles here, I will read this. So,
君が行きたい場所ならどこにでも付き合うよ。
okay. So let us read this. Alright. There is after story campsite.
で、どうすんだ弁護士の大先生たち。俺は高くないと思うぜ。たったのこれだけです。
The treasure hunter draws a couple of numbers in the air with his fingers. His smile is full of ill intentions.
払ってくれたら俺が知ってるまだ誰にも見つかってない宝の情報を話してやる。どうだ、なかなかの儲け話だろ。おいおい、どうした？お偉い先生方がこの程度の金も払えないなんてそんなわけないよな。たんまり稼いでるんだろ。こんなことで出し惜しむなんてちっとケチくさいんじゃねえか。
Excuse me, you.
金が欲しいなら支払ってやってもいい。
Before you can refute the treasure hunter, Artem stepped in front of you, shielding you behind him while taking out his food with his right hand.
だがその前に一つ忠告しておこう。この島の現所有者はパックスグループだ。我々がパックス理事会からの依頼で島の調査を請け負った以上、いかなる発見も依頼人に報告しなければならない。よってあなたの発言は今から全て記録させてもらう。後に内容が事実に反していると判明し、利益侵害になり得る内容があるとパックスが判断した場合、誹謗、詐欺疑惑で提訴されることを念頭に置くように。
Artem's powerful response silenced the treasure hunter and his unreasonable request for good. When you take a peek at Artem and his furrowed brows, it is clear that he's not doing too well. He has such a heavy dark circles under his eyes. While his rhetoric remains sharp, there is a clear lack of there is a clear lack of calmness in his words and tone. Regardless of whether these laws are right or wrong, intimidating another is just not his usual way of doing things. I knew it, Mr. Wayne's exhausted. You let out a helpless sigh as you think back to these past few days. The treasure hunt on no star ended, but both of your work was only beginning. You thought this would be a simple treasure hunt where you could enjoy yourself, but there was an inexplicable amount of work at the end of it all. After returning to base, you and Artem never once left the tent, working overtime around the clock. To ensure that each document is perfect, Artem hasn't slept for days. You told him to rest countless of times over, but... Campsite. Mr. Wing, I finished going over this document. You passed the document to Artem, waiting for his feedback.
ああ、ご苦労。
He takes the document and begins reviewing it immediately. Do you want to take a break? You haven't eaten anything since last night. In this short moment of rest, you try to persuade Artem to take a break again.
ここの箇所、条例の引用にまだ検討の余地がある。英国の法体系に合わせ、第7条を引用した方がより厳密だろう。
Oh, okay, I'll change it immediately. Artem instruction interrupt your train of thought and you hurry back to work. Did I forget something? Oh well, back to work. The same situation happened several times again. However, because many participants from all walks of life were gathered together for this event, many bad things happened. People with unreasonable demands barged into the tent, adding to your workload. For example, the two treasure hunters currently before you. They want to use the fact that there are still undiscovered treasures on the island to earn some money, claiming to be able to provide clues leading to it as an excuse.
こら、何バカなこと言ってるの？ちょっと黙ってなさい。
Seeing the tension between Artem and the treasure hunter rise, his female companion hurriedly steps in and pulls him away.
先生方、本当にすみません。この人ったら今のは全部冗談で言っていたんです。どうか誤解しないであげてください。私たちはただ、何か先生方のお力になれることはないかなって様子を見に来ただけです。ですが、その必要もなさそうですね。私たちはこれにて失礼いたします。
With that said, she gives us a bow before swiftly pulling the reluctant treasure hunter out of the tent. What was that?
まあいい。仕事を続けよう。次に頼みたい書類なんだが。
Oh, Mr. Wing, before we continue working, there's something I want to discuss with you. Knowing that Artem will go straight back to work, you try once again to persuade him to rest.
どうかしたのか？
Are you sure you don't want to take a break? Just now, you haven't slept in many days. I don't think your body can take it anymore. You express your thoughts carefully, hoping to persuade Artem to take a temporary break from work and rest first. At first, Artem is surprised, but fortunately, he seems to understand you this time, looking down as he contemplates the idea of a break.
君の言う通り、さっきのはらしくなかった。心配をかけてしまってすまない。君の言う通り、少し休憩を取るよ。
Just to be on the safe side, you'd better go and get some sleep. I'll finish the rest of the work.
いや、必要な分はすでに終わっている。残りはステラシーに戻ってからでも大丈夫だ。君も休んできてくれ。ここ数日間、ずっと私に付き合わされて大変だっただろう。
But although Artem said that solemnly, you can't help but think back to him working in the car even on vacation. Somehow, you get the feeling that he'll resume his work once you leave.
安心しろ。君と約束をした以上、ちゃんと守るつもりだ。もうこれ以上の仕事はしない。
Really?
ああ、本当だ。
Then make sure to get a good night's rest.
ああ。
Relieved to hear his promise to get some sleep, you quietly breathe a sigh of relief and get up to leave the tent. But before leaving, you turn around and see it again just in case. Mr. Wing, you have to take a break.
心得た。
After saying goodbye to Artem, you leave his tent. Not far from the tent, you encounter the same female treasure hunter that was in it earlier.
あ、さっきの弁護士さん、また会いましたね。先ほどは本当にすみませんでした。
Just don't do it again. You scold her and her partner for their inappropriate behavior, and they admitted that they were wrong, promising not to do it again. Then something in her hand catches your attention. There are backpacks of various sizes in her hand as if she is going somewhere.
あ、これはですね、実は私たちこれから流星群を見に行くんです。ですがまだ予定時刻までには余裕があるので、 時間つぶしに他のところも見て回ってみようかと思いまして。
And there's a meteor shower tonight.
はい。弁護士さんは何も聞いていませんか？
You shake your head.
ニュースによると日の出くらいの時間に流星群が見えるらしいですよ。この島の座標は独特だから、観測値さえ良ければ天の川と流星群、さらに日の出まで同時に観測できるそうですよ。それはもう唯一無二の絶景だと思いませんか？一度でも見れたらきっと一生の思い出になりますよ。
Really? Her description of the peculiar scenery quickly arouses your interest.
はい。ついでに私たちが見つけた最高の観測地も教えますね。ここからすぐだけど、まずはキャンプ場前の林を抜けて。
Through the forest?
はい。林の先にはラベンダーの花畑があって、そこからさらに先へ進むと観測地の丘に着きます。もし向かわれるのであれば、佐京弁護士を誘ってお二人で行かれてみては。大丈夫、時間ならありますよ。
Thank you for your suggestion, but thinking about Artem's fatigue state, you decide against inviting him. What we need right now is to rise, not watch a meteor shower.
そうでしたか。ならこちらの地図だけでも受け取ってください。もし気が変わった時はぜひ。
The treasure hunter stuffs the map into your hand, then leaves after bidding you goodbye. You take a quick look at the route mark on the map, put it in your pocket, then head back to your own tent. Fatigue catches up with you and you fall asleep instantly, but for some reason you don't sleep that well. Half asleep, you are awakened by the sound of a bird singing outside your tent. Unable to go back to sleep, you decide to take a walk to relax. The camp is quiet at night with only a few bonfires burning after the noisy day crowd has gone to sleep. Not many people are up at this hour after all. You stroll casually through the beach while looking around. As your eyes wander, a figure by a bonfire catches your attention. The figure appears to have noticed your presence, turning around to look at you. You both freeze upon making eye contact. Mr. Wing, what are you doing here? Next act. Woken by bird calls, you leave your tent and wander casually about the beach. You suddenly discover Artem sitting alone by the campfire. Mr. Wing, what are you doing here?
いや、ずっとテントの中にいたら息が詰まってな。少し気分転換に。君こそこんな時間にどうしたんだ？
It's a long story. You let out a sigh and explain how you were blissfully asleep until the birds miserably woke you up.
なるほどな。それで体調の方は平気か？
I only got a few hours of sleep, but I'm feeling much better. But you look at Artem, who's before you. His brow furrowed into a ground, remind you of something important that you'd forgotten. Mr. Wing, did you not catch a wing of sleep at all?
いや、私は。
Don't tell me! Did you go back to work? You promised me that you go to sleep.
違う、そういうわけでは。
Embrace Artem looks at you as if you had just caught him red-handed.
君は誤解をしてる。私は約束通り、確かに仕事を切り上げ、休息に入った。
He took a breath. Then why is he sitting here alone at this hour? Did something wake you up like what happened to me?
それとは少し違うのだが。
If those aren't the reason, then it must be. Do you have insomnia? Artem reluctantly nods, breathing alongside. Thinking back to what happened on Nostar, you quickly managed to guess the reason for Artem's insomnia. Is it because of the recent stress from work due to the sheer workload?
かと思って外に出てみたんだが、どうやらそれも無意味のようだ。だが心配はいらない。あと少しで戻るから君も。
But you'll get sick from not sleeping at all. Although he appears to be fine at the moment, prolonged exhaustion will eventually wear out one's mind and health. A little conflicted, you are deep in your thoughts when your hand accidentally touches something in your pocket. An idea pops into your mind. Right, how about we go watch the meteor shower?
流星群
Yeah, I met the pair of treasure hunters from earlier and the girl told me about it. You repeat what the treasure hunter told you, enthusiastically suggesting him to try this method. A meteor shower is a magnificent spectacle. It will be relaxing to watch from the best viewing spot by the hillside, and the open location makes it easier to relax. Mr. Wing, why don't we try going somewhere? Maybe it will help with your insomnia. There's also a field of lavender flowers along the way. Lavender can be helpful for curing insomnia. Artem doesn't immediately respond to your suggestion. He stares at you for a while before slowly responding.
わかった。君がそう言うなら一緒に行こう。
Okay, let's head out after packing some stuff, like extra clothes. I feel like it's gotten a little chillier now after waking up.
いいんだ。君は自分のものを用意すれば。残りは私に任せなさい。
Are you sure? I should help since we're going together.
これくらいで気にするな。さあ、早く荷物をまとめてくるんだ。流星群に間に合わなくなるぞ。
Thus, after packing some stuff in your backpack, you and Artem follow the route marked on the map. Flower field. Passing through the forest, you and Artem reach the vast field of lavender flowers. The moon shines on slender branches piled on top of each other to form a purple sea swaying in the wind like waves. What beautiful flowers! Unable to help yourself, you walk to the deepest part of the field and bend down to carefully observe the lavender flowers. So this is what the lavender flower looks like up close. I always thought that they were just a fiery purple ball, and the color of the top and the bottom are different too. See? Huh? Where is he? You want to share your findings with Artem, but he's nowhere to be found.
どうかしたか?
You turn to see Artem still standing outside the flower field. He doesn't look like he intends to come in. Quietly standing there alone, the silvery white moonlight shines in on him, making him seem somewhat lonely. Mr. Wing, don't you want to come to take a look?
ああ、私はここで見ているだけで十分だ。こちらに気を使わず、好きなだけ見て回るといい。
But you came here with him so that he could relax. Isn't it strange if you're the one having fun while said person stands on the sidelines? And he told me to do whatever I want. Could it be? You decide to talk to Artem.
どうして戻った？ラベンダーの花はもういいのか？
Artem, did you agree to come to the flower field and watch the meteor shower for me? Thinking back to his past back at camp, it dawns on you that maybe Artem isn't here to relax at all. And the only reason why he agreed with was most probably because you were too excited back at the base.
私は
You don't need to do that. You could have just told me if you didn't want to come. The reason you're so on edge is partly because you're exhausted from work. Resting at the base can help your exhaustion too. You need to take better care of yourself.
ありがとう。君の言いたいことはよくわかったよ。だが、今回のことは違う。私は自分の意志で外に出たかったんだ。
Artem interrupts you before you can finish.
キャンプ場は人が多いから少し窮屈に感じてな。そんな時、ちょうど君からの提案があったんだ。君の言う通り、私も広大な自然の方がリラックスできると思ったから、この提案に乗ったんだ。
Really?
ああ、嘘をつく必要がどこにある。
Okay, I believe you. The flowers field is beautiful and the fragrance of lavender smells great. Let's stay for a while so you can rest.
そうだな。そうしよう。
Mr. Wing, do you know how to make a bunny out of plants? Silently watching the lavender field under the moonlight, you decide to find something to do.
草花でウサギを
Yeah, whenever I arrive at a flower field, I will try to make one with different plants around. I wonder if it's possible with lavender. You pick up some lavender on the ground and inspect them before weaving the bunny from memory. First, you make the ears with 2 leaves and secure it from the tail. The secured part will become the bunny head. Then you make the body. For the eyes, you scour the ground for small rocks and place them onto the head. Ta-da! Look! Under the moonlight, the rabbit weave from the lavender puffs out its chest proudly, looking particularly cute and silly. The rabbit's ears move with the wind, gently swaying as if it was nodding to us in greeting. What do you think? Isn't it cute?
ああ、草花のウサギを見たのは初めてだが、とても可愛らしいと思っているよ。
You can also make other things from the plants, not just a bunny. You gather all the fallen flowers and branches that you can see in your field of vision, enthusiastically beginning your second lesson. For example, take these 2 branches, split it in half and tie it at the bottom to form a heart. Or you can braid 3 stalks of flowers together and twist it to form a ring. Look, Mr. Wing, you can even adjust the size of the ring. Try it on. Ooh, a ring? You excitedly handed them over to Artem, eager to showcase your handicraft. But you raise your head only to see Artem with a surprised look on his face. Wait, no, don't misunderstand. You suddenly realize the symbolic significance of the ring and heart that you had just handed him. You quickly toss them aside. Well, those are just 2 common things you can make, so I was only demonstrating. I wanted to invite you to try making them yourself. I didn't mean anything by them.
私は草編みの素人だから、今すぐ君みたいに難易度の高い作品は作れないが。
Watching you panic, Artem nicely changes the subject. He picks up a few branches and the handicrafts that you had tossed aside.
その昔、似たものの作り方なら先生から聞いたことがある。警戒心の強い子をなだめる効果的な方法だとか言われてな。はっきりとは覚えてないが、先生はまず簡単なものから作って、そして最後にその全てをつなぎ合わせていた。
Artem pulls rabbit ears down across the body and adds 4 branches on the bottom to act as a limb. Then he puts the heart over the neck and connects it with the ring to form a leash. In an instant, the cute rabbit you made turned into a small, acceptable puppy with a leash. Amazing, Mr. Wing, are you a genius?
先生の見よう見まねだ。褒めるほどのことではない。
No, you're too modest. It's amazing that you are able to do it after just seeing once.
ありがとう。気に入ってもらえたのなら、これは君が受け取ってほしい。
Artem softly placed the puppy in your palm. You inspect it and carefully place it in the pocket of your jacket. Thank you. I'll take good care of it.
ああ。
Artem gently nods. He blinks his eyes before letting out a big yawn. Did you just yawn? Are you finally getting sleepy?
驚いたな。確かに少しだけ眠気が訪れたのかもしれない。
Great, then let's return to base. Forget the meteor shower. You might be able to fall asleep now that you're sleepy.
わかった。君の言う通りにしよう。
You pat your clothes down to brush the flowers and petals off before standing up. The instant you take a step, you feel something cold make contact with your body. Oh, it's raining. You raise your head to see a large cloud covering the moon. The night breeze picks up and then the temperature drops. Big fat drops of rain started to fall. It's raining!
そんなところに立っていないで、早くこっちに詰めなさい。
Your vision goes dark, blocked by something overhead. Somehow the rain isn't hitting you. Oh my god! Artem had already taken out the only raincoat from his bag and held above the both of you.
この具合だと、おそらくキャンプ場までは帰れないな。早急に雨宿りできる場所を探そう。君、私から離れないように。
Alright. You hold tightly onto Artem's shirt. In the pouring rain, you and Artem begin to running. Wait. Your little trip to the flower field has successfully made Artem sleepy. You two decide to return to camp. But suddenly, rain pours out of nowhere. The heavy rainfall obscures your vision as the two of you wander through the forest looking for shelter.
足元に気をつけなさい。雨で土が滑りやすくなって。
Before Artem can finish, he'd already stepped on a slippery surface, causing you to slip.
危ない！
Artem grabs your wrist just in time and takes you into his wet yet warm embrace. Oh. The light sense of sadder amplified by the rain seems to be tinged with a hint of sweet lavender. Oh my god, no, sorry, just... Oh, yeah, we'll look at this in illustration. The smell is strangely reassuring, like an umbrella that being held up and sheltering you from the rain.
大丈夫か？怪我はないか？
I'm fine, thank you, Mr. Wing. Returning to your senses, you quickly escape from his embrace as you feel your cheeks burning up.
ならよかった。この先に山小屋があるようだから、あそこでしばらく雨宿りしよう。
Alright. As you pull yourself together and prepare to move forward, Artem suddenly extends his hand to you.
手をつないでいれば滑っても転ばずにいられるだろう。
Sure. You hesitantly push your hand onto Artem's palm. He looks at you with a smile before tightening his grip. The cold wind is coming down hard, but the heat in the palm of his hand spreads through your entire body. It was extraordinarily warm and the strength was comforting. You and Artem find shelter in the wooden cabins that he spotted not too far away before the rain got too heavy. The wooden cabin has been here for quite some time. You can see turquoise moss growing in some places along with the furnishing worn down by age.
幸い暖炉はまだ使えそうだ。乾いた薪があれば火を起こして暖を取れるだろう。
Artem looks relieved after inspecting the fireplace.
小屋の外に小さな材木置き場があったから今から使えそうなものを探してくる。君は少し休んでいなさい。それとその間にアウターを脱いでどこかに干しておくといい。濡れたままでは風邪をひいてしまう。
Okay.
いいんだ。では少し待っていてくれ。すぐに戻る。
Artem puts on the raincoat again and leaves. After Artem leaves, you take off your wet jacket and clean up the fireplace a little before sitting down to rest. Suddenly, Artem's flustered look before he left makes you realize something important. Damn it! Artem was finally relaxed enough to feel sleepy after much effort, but you saw his eyebrow crease into yet another frown. All my previous efforts have all gone down the drain. With that heavy rain, we can't go back to the flower field again. We probably won't make it to the meteor shower either. He isn't relaxed. He also got wet from the rain. Then I made a fool of myself by tripping and you fill your pockets realizing that you lost the small puppy he made for you while you were running. What am I even doing? Frustrated and alone, you bury your head in your arms, wallowing in guilt in the dark, empty cabin.
待たせてすまない。やはりどの木材も少し湿っていた。火を起こすにはまず回避を。どうかしたのか？
Mr. Wing,
どうした？どこか体調でも悪いのか？
The tone of your voice caused Artem to misunderstand. He puts down the firewood and crouches in front of you with a concerned look. Wait, I never saw this. Don't worry, I'm not hurt anywhere. It's just... Sorry, Mr. Wing. You grit your teeth and blurt out everything on your mind.
いきなりどうしたというんだ？
I wanted to help you cure your insomnia. Not only did I feel to the soul, but we both got wet in the rain. And I even lost a small puppy you just gave me. Sorry, I didn't know things would turn out this way. If I knew... You apologized profusely to Artem for the awful turn of events. However, what you didn't expect was the sound of laughter to greet your ears. You raise your head only to face Artem's eyes glimmering in a smile. He gently strokes your hair, which had gotten a little tangled up. The heat of his palm is reassuring.
そう不安があるな。君は何も悪いことをしていないんだから謝る必要はない。雨のことは誰にも予想できない。それにむしろ私は君にお礼を言わないといけないんだ。私を気遣って旅に連れ出してくれてありがとう。
But you were finally sleepy. If it wasn't for the rain and me falling down, you might already be asleep.
眠気があるからといって必ずしも眠れるというわけではない。私の状態は私が一番よく知っている。キャンプ場に戻っていたとしても大して状況は変わっていなかっただろう。
That would still be much better than our current situation. Do you know how deep the crease between your eyebrows is now? And you seem more on edge than before. The extra stimulation might have increased his mental tension. It might be harder to get Artem to relax now. In the end, it's all because of me.
それならこの後少しだけ私に付き合ってくれないか。さっき木材を集めに行った時かすかに波の音が聞こえたんだ。こちらに来て向こうを見てみなさい。
Artem pointed out the small, narrow window and you looked to where he is pointing. The clouds have dispersed and the sky have cleared. The previously dark sky is gradually turning brighter and you can see white clouds on the horizon. Beneath the sky, there is the faint blue ocean with white waves crashing against the rocks. It's sunny once again.
目測ではあるが、ここから海岸まではそうかからずに往復できるだろう。キャンプ場に戻る前に一度あそこにも行ってみないか。
The beach, will that really help you?
ああ、以前にも似たような状況があって、その時も海岸に出直したんだ。
Now that you mention it, it did help when I went to the beach when I got insomnia studying for the attorney exam.
ああ、安眠効果こそラベンダーには及ばないが、浜辺は広い。それに空気も澄んでいる。花畑と同じくらいリラックスできるだろう。
That makes sense. Let's dry ourselves and head over.
あ
You happily start packing the clothes and the other items you laid out to dry while talking about the beach. Artem lets out a sigh of relief. The sides of his mouth were lifting into an arc.
あ、やっと笑ってくれた。
Yes, I said. Oh, the beach! You and Artem stay in the cabin until your clothes are completely dry before heading to the beach. The vast beach was not far from the cabin. It is early in the morning and even the air smells faintly sweet. Ah, you were right. The air is so refreshing. It's rejuvenating my whole body.
そうだな。賑やかな都会と比べたら、ここにいる方がよっぽどリラックスできる。
Artem gently responds to you as you observe his reaction. You notice that his eyebrows were furrowed that tightly into a frown anymore. Wait, it looks like Mr. Wing is doing better. Hopefully it will work this time. No, it will work. Mr. Wing, you mentioned before that you would go to the beach whenever you got insomnia. What do you do?
いや、特には。海風に当たったり、波を眺めたり、ただゆったりと過ごしていてな。
Let's do that then.
いいだろう。
You and Artem find a rock to sit on, quietly enjoying the scenery. 10 minutes later. It's so boring. I can't take it anymore. Though the scenery is indeed breathtaking, you can't handle sitting here doing nothing. Hold on for a while longer. You're an adult now. Learn to endure in silence.
どうかしたのか。
Maybe it was because you were giving off a restless vibe, making Artem voice his concern for you. Nothing. Don't mind me, Mr. Wing. Artem doesn't seem to believe you. He looks at you, then at the fish. You aren't sure what he's thinking about.
少しゲームをしないか。
What?
ただ座っているというのも退屈だ。ごまかす必要はない。君は分かりやすいからな。私もちょうど夕べのことを、花畑でのことを思い返していて、一つ気づいたことがあるんだ。退屈しのぎのゲームでもしながら、私の考察が正しいかどうかの検証に付き合ってくれないか。
A different theory? What is it?
ああ、私が花畑で眠気を感じられたのは、ラベンダーの香りだけが原因ではないと思ったんだ。君と草で編み物をしていたから気を紛らわすことができたのではとね。
So you want to replicate the situation to see if distracting you will help?
可能性はある。
I see. I get it. So what do you want to play?
君は山崩しというゲームをしたことがあるか。
It's where you stick a branch into the sand and take turns digging the sand away to see who makes it fall first.
ああ、順番はじゃんけんで決め、ゲームの敗者は勝者のお願いを一つだけ聞く。
Artem walks around the beach and finds a relatively flat location for the sand mound. After piling the sand mound, Artem sticks the branch at the top. The game preparation was complete.
準備はだいたいこんな感じだ。さっき言ったルールで始めるが問題はないか。
Nope, I've played this game a few times. I know the rules.
そうか。ではじゃんけんで順番を決めよう。
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors. Yes, you win the first round. How lucky! I haven't played this game all that many times, but I know that going first put me at advantage. You circle the sand mound as you inspect it before digging away half the base. Your turn. With half of the base gone, there is a chance the stick will fall no matter how Mr. Wing digs. Looks like the goddess of victory is on my side. Artem stares at the remaining half of the sand mound and marks a few spots before going in on for the kill. In one quick motion, he digs away the remaining sand mound, leaving just enough sand to keep the stick upright. It is clear that the stick will fall no matter how you dig. What is that miraculous technique? I lost.
もう一回やるか。
Yeah, again. Artem, excellent technique ignites your competitive nature. You focus all your attention on the sand mound as it is being rebuilt. Mr. Wing, I'll definitely win this time.
君という人はいいだろう。最後まで付き合うさ。
I lost again. You and Artem play a couple more rounds, but you lose every single time. And what's up with this strange digging method? Are we playing the same game?
あ、そう。もう一回やろうか。これまでは練習ということで。
Nope, I lost fair and square. I'm not that weak, but I don't understand why I keep losing.
君は少し勝負を焦りすぎている。法廷の弁論テクニックと似ていて、固定観念にとらわれず、一撃で決める必要がある。最初に大半の砂を取る作戦は、一見すれば悪くない。枝を支える砂が減れば、それだけ倒れる確率も上がるからな。だが実際、本当に枝を支えるだけの砂を残すなら、これだけの量でいいんだ。自分のターンでこの最低値を作り出すことができれば、必然的に 相手のターンで枝は倒れる。
Artem explained the strategy behind winning at the game, even making another assignment to demonstrate. Meanwhile, It's just a game. How does this relate to courtroom techniques?
こういう話を聞かされるのはやはりつまらないか。
Your silence becomes apparent to Artem. He stops and looks at you apologetically.
私は流行りの話題をあまり確認していないから君が喜ぶような話が浮かばなくてな。ついいつもの癖で嫌な思いをさせたなら謝る。すまない。
No, Mr. Wing, you misunderstood. I'm not bored at all. I know that you're a person that takes everything so seriously. You probably think showing no mercy is a sign of respect for your opponent, so it's okay.
そんな風に思ってくれる人は君くらいだろうな。
Now, let's move on to the punishment. Mr. Wing, is there something you want me to do or something you want? Go on, day with me.
ないな。君がそばにいてくれるならそれが十分すぎるプレゼントだ。他に欲しいものなど思いつかない。
That won't do. Since it's part of the rule, it must be upheld. Let me see. You walk around the beach and discover seashells, sea glass, and broken branches. Oh, what if I make a wind chime for you?
風鈴？
Yeah, don't people see that you can hear the ocean if you bring a seashell up to your ears? So what I will do for you is to bring the sound of ocean to you. Her word was strong and powerful, causing his heart to skip a bit.
ありがとう。君が作ってくれるなら大事にしよう。
Yup, let's go collect seashells. And that was how you and Artem began collecting materials to make the wind chime while enjoying the quality time together. As the time passed, the sky grew brighter and Artem's frowning eyebrow went no more. After collecting the materials, you and Artem sit below a large tree to rise and work on the wind chime. The red sun had already leaped out of the sea and the light blue sky was stained with a layer of gold. It's a shame that we couldn't see the meteor shower. As you clean the seashells and sneak in a couple of breaks, you think back to why you and Artem left the bees in the first place.
大丈夫だ。またいつかチャンスはきっとあるさ。
That's true, but I still want to see the Milky Way, the sunrise, and the meteor shower together. You look at the distant horizon, imagining what the peculiar scenery the female treasure hunter had described would look like. You notice a swift streak of light fly across the sky. You blink your eyes a couple of times and look in the direction of the light. Wait, is that? For a second, a large streak of red and gold light pierces the clouds, leaving a long white trail. They converge into the brilliant sunrise. The intertwining light and bright spots are an amazing spectacle to behold. It's the meteor shower. We can see it from here. Mr. Wing, you call out to Artem to witness this spectacle, but what you see when you turn around leaves you utterly speechless. Artem is fast asleep against the tree. His head is slightly lowered and his usual serious demeanor is nowhere to be seen. Rather, he looks defenseless. Oh my god! Seriously? We can't touch him? The dark circles under his eyes. I'm sorry, as your partner, I should have noticed that something was off sooner. It's my fault. Thinking of Artem's furrowed brow and exhausted face, the guilt you had barely managed to shove away crashes upon you again. You've always been the one helping me. From now on, I'll do my best to share more of your burdens. So if you can, please try to depend on me some more. Thankfully, Artem hasn't had that pained look on his face again. This trip to the beach was definitely worth it. I'm so glad that it's helping him. The golden sunlight from afar outlines his angular face. In quiet slumber, he looks particularly gentle and peaceful. He's fast asleep. Can I? You quietly watch faint lights dance across his hair, failing to notice the corners of your lips turning into a smile. Rest well, you've been working hard lately. I didn't know he'd sleep like this. What if he catches a cold? As you watch Artem's sleeping face, he suddenly shifts.
ありがとう。
He sleepily breathes out two words. His eyelashes flutter as he breathes. Is he sleep talking? As you ponder this, Artem speaks again.
好きだ。とても綺麗だよ。
Looks like a good dream. The gentle sea breeze and the distant cries of seagulls disturb the serenity of this moment. You move closer to Artem, brushing away the tiny speck of dust that fell on his hair with your trembling fingers. Deep in a dream, he breathes. His breaths are long and steady. You smile and say, "Good night and sweet dreams, Mr. Wing." Not wanting to disturb his sleep, you put a jacket over him, then find a quiet spot to make the wind chime. The quiet atmosphere allows you to focus on making the wind chime. An hour has passed by the time you are done. The meteor shower was long over. You put the finished wind chime on your legs, admiring your own handicraft. The wind chime turns out great. Happily admiring your work, you accidentally move your legs, causing the wind chime to let out a crisp and clear sound. Oh no!
もう何時なんだ。
Artem! The heck! Artem woke up. Nice. The sound of the wind chimes is amplified in this quiet environment, waking up Artem. He slightly opened his eyes in confusion. It takes a moment for them to refocus on the object in front of him. Different from his usual serious and sharp self, having just woken up, Artem is gentle and relaxed. Mr. Wing, did you sleep well?
私は
After a moment, Artem finally realized that he had somehow unknowingly fallen asleep. His expression is priceless.
すまない。さっきまで。
It's okay, the whole point of this little trip was so you could fall asleep. Oh right, do you remember your dream? You were talking in your sleep.
私、何かを言ってたのか。
Like, thank you or it's beautiful, I like it. So what was your dream about? Artem doesn't immediately answer you. He frowns and you're unsure what he's thinking about. Then he lets out a sigh.
確かに、いい夢だったよ。海なんだ。 私は月明かりに照らされた海の夢を見ていた。
He speaks softly, his lips curling slightly into a thin smile.
涼やかな月明かりに照らされた海は黒に近い濃い青だった。海面に金色の粒を浮かべながら静かに波打っている。海辺では誰かが走っていて、嬉しそうな笑い声が遠くまで響いている。
Through Artem's slow and powerful description, you are able to imagine the safe, peaceful, and serene dream. The silvery white moonlight, the blue ocean rippling along with the wind. The couple frolic on the beach, leaving behind footprints in the sand, the wind carrying the sound of your laughter. Be it the moonlight or the sea, everything in the dream is beautiful.
ああ、とても綺麗だったよ。海も月も。
That's great to hear. Looks like your theory was correct. An open space spread with the distraction can really relax your mind. If I had known about this method, I wouldn't have wasted so much time trying other methods.
いや、この方法が効いたのは君の言うことももちろんあると思うが、もう一つ大事な理由があるんじゃないかと思ったんだ。
What reason? He suddenly looks at you, the corner of his eyes crinkling into a warm smile.
人だよ。君という人が一緒にいてくれたからだ。
His eyes twinkle in the faint light like the sea reflecting the shadow of the moon. The wind blew past silently yet enticingly. So you watch him silently, indulging in his gentle gaze.
確かに広大な自然の中にいることが多少のリラックス効果につながったのかもしれない。だがあの時私が感じた安心感は間違いなく君にしか与えられないものだった。私はこれまでも多くの風景を見てきたが、今日ほど心に響くものはなかったよ。たとえ同じ景色でも一人と二人では見え方が違うということを私は君から学んだんだ。
There is so much tension in the air that you and Artem says nothing. It is as if time froze at this very moment.
だから私は
Suddenly, a seagull lands in front of you, probably attracted by the sound of the wind chime. Tilting its head, it looks like at the wind chime and your hand carefully walking towards it. Step, stop, observe. Step, stop, observe. Under both of your surprised gaze, the seagull appears to be a skilled scout, inching ever closer to you. Suddenly, with a flap of its wing, it seals the wind chime and turns to flee. Ah, my wind chime! Only just realizing the theft, you sprint after the seagull, leaving Artem in the dust. You chase after it to the beach where it stops on the soft sand. Don't run, give me back my wind chime. But the seagull doesn't appear to be intimidated by you at all. Extending its neck in the air, it laughs at you. Hey, don't steal my wind chime and then laugh at me. Ah! Just as you're about to capture the thief, a flock of seagulls fly over from the other side of the beach. They line up together and mimic the thief by extending their neck in the air and laughing at you. Sounds of laughter echoes across the beach. There is a limit to how much I can endure. Give me back my wind chime. Then you charge straight towards the flock of seagulls taunting you. But you underestimate the power of the seagulls. The moment you charge at them, the seagulls respond by spreading their wings and charging back at you. Their attacks knock you out to it and you. This is so funny. Their attacks knocks you off your feet and you fall to the ground with a dull thump. Sorry, I'm looking at the illustration. Oh my god. What are you guys doing? It's unfair to get up and attack me like that. Hey, don't pull on my hair, not my eyes. My wind chime, go easy on it. It's going to break.
よすんだ
The battle waged between you and the seagulls is something Artem doesn't expect. It takes him a while to recover from the initial shock before he flaps his jacket at them to shoot them away.
大丈夫かどこか怪我は
Looking at worried Artem, you're so embarrassed that you want to bury yourself in a hell of the beach. I'm okay. You felt your soul leaving your body, but other than that, how terrifying! Did the seagulls go insane? Recovering from the seagull attack, you sit up and examine the wind chime that you painstakingly snatched back. My wind chime! I spent so much time on it. Artem bends down and gently brushes away the feathers and sand that had gotten on your hair.
そんなに落ち込む必要はない今度は私も手伝うから君が望むならまた作ろう
But you turn to look at Artem. You want to tell him that a new wind chime just won't be the same. But the scenery you gaze upon makes you speechless. At the end of the horizon, the azure skyline stretches until it blends as one with the sea. The waves crashes over the rocks and the white birds hover, fluttering their wings in a manner as if they were playing some unheard yet touching music. The scenery is a sight to behold, both a visual and auditory stimulus for your mind and soul. Mr. Wing, behind you.
後ろ
Artem turns around with a face full of confusion. Is it because he's taller so he can't see it? Then let's try another angle. Lie down quickly. Trust me. Excited, you reach for Artem, who doesn't understand but still accepts your hand and lies down next to you. Mr. Wing, look at the sky. The seagulls are circling low, their black and white wings spreading across the sea, sky leaving a trail of shadows in their wake. In the morning light, colorful spots of light pierce the air, reflecting brilliant colors of the gravel. Sorry, this. Oh god! It's not like they sleep together, it's just they lie together. But like it's so romantic. Oh my god. Artem raises his right hand to catch a falling feather with his fingertips. The subtle action makes heart skip. The breeze blows on the soft downy feather, making it tremble gently in the wind. Well, what do you think? Things are completely different from this angle, right?
ああとても広くて生命力にあふれた景色だよ視点を変えてみるだけでこんなにも景色が違って見えてくるとは思いもしなかった
Yeah, close your eye and it's another surprise. You gently close your eyes and subconsciously lean towards a warm body next to you. His gentle smile brushes against your heart, accompanied by the warmth of his palm embedded in your fingers. Sorry. Oh, yeah, still. Oh my god, wait, I don't think I captured it. Okay. Did I read it? The sea breeze magnifies the countless sounds you hear, playing a wonderful tune. Who's that softly rubbing your fingers is disrupting the music of the tides? Listen to the wind, waves, and seagulls, and so much more. All these sounds that we usually ignore. I can feel the soft sand beneath and the warm sunlight above. A pleasant moment like this does wonders for the body. I really hope this moment lasts a while longer.
ああ、私もだ。願わくば、この時間が永遠に続いてほしいと。
The person beside you whispers as he tightens the strength of his grip. Not just the strange scenery, the shallow breath, the sweet teas in the fresh air, and the constant warmth of his hand. Yeah, if only this moment could last a while longer, that would be really nice. The vibration from the smartwatch interrupts this beautiful moment between you and Artem. Our contact in base is asking where we are and when we will return. Hi, pleasant moments sure are short-lived.
今後もきっとまたチャンスはある。君さえよければ、また一緒に来よう。
No, there's no guarantee that we'll be able to see this scenery again next time. Let this scenery and mood forever be captured in this moment.
ここだけじゃないさ。君が行きたい場所なら、どこにでも付き合うよ。
Thank you, Mr. Wing, but you're always so busy with work. Rather than spend time with me, I hope you rest more. You have to take a good care of your body.
わかった。約束しよう。
Still, it's such a shame. You let out a sigh, examining the broken wind chime once more. I still want to give this to him if I can.
ところで
Artem suddenly interrupts you from your reverie.
着替えは大丈夫か？
You look down at your clothes in confusion. After your battle with the seagull and the small break you take lying in the sand, your white t-shirt is now dirty with various stains. Wait for me here, I'll go change over there at the cave. Good thing I brought a change of clothes. Putting on a jacket over this t-shirt will feel terribly uncomfortable. You mutter to yourself as you carry your backpack over to the cave. Seeing the girl gradually walks away, Artem quietly let out a sigh of relief. He follows her line of sight, thinking about something. Afterwards, you and Artem return to base. The two of you finish the rest of the work and return safely to Salis. And with that, the thrilling trip to Treasure Island ended. Artem residence. For the eighth time, you put down your hand and let out a sigh. To knock or to not to knock? That is the question. So why did I agree to help Celestine? Time is law firm. Oh. After returning from Nostal, you are quick to go back to work. On Monday, you arrive at work as usual. While organizing your schedule, Celestine suddenly walks over to you in excitement.
これは珍しいものね。考えてみれば今年初めてじゃない？
Celestine, what are you talking about? What happened?
え？知らないの？
You shake your head.
それもそうか。こういうことをわざわざ言うようなタイプじゃないものね。左京くんのことよ。彼が今日病欠だって話。
Mr. Wing is sick?
そうよ。今朝仕事の連絡で彼に確認しないといけないことがあって、それで電話した時に知ったのよ。口を開いた時のあのくぐもった声といったら、風邪に間違いないわ。だから半ば強制的に休むよう私が言いつけたの。
He got sick? Could it be because of the day at the beach? He got wet in the rain after not sleeping for days. Then he slept on the beach. No wonder he got sick. What did I do? Nothing, Rosa, nothing.
あなたたちは一緒に海辺に行ってきたの？
Yes. Riddled with guilt, you tell Celestine everything that had happened while you were trying to help Artem.
なるほど。道理で風邪の原因を聞いたとき、ちっとも口を裂いてくれないと思ったら、そういうことがあったのね。
Huh?
なんでもないわ。そうそう。実はあなたに頼みたいことがあるんだけど、聞いてくれる？これ、来週の改定までに提出予定の案件資料よ。裁判所から急遽資料の媒体変更の連絡をされちゃってね。そこで悪いんだけど、これらの資料を急いで彼の家まで届けてくれないかしら。あと、そっちに行ったらもうそのまま戻らなくて結構よ。彼と案件のことをじっくり議論してきてね。今後はあなたも担当者に加わる案件だから、今のうちに少しでも多く知ってもらわないと。
But I...
でもも何もありません。さあ、早く行っておいで。
Before you can refuse, Celestine sends you packing with the case files. I should call Mr. Wing first and tell him that I'm dropping by to be polite. I keep calling him on my way here, but none of my calls got through. I don't know if it will connect this time. You prepare to call Artem one more time, but the door before you suddenly opens. You and Artem stare at each other in the awkward silence. Mr. Wing, good morning. Celestine told me to bring this over.
ああ、例の案件資料を届けに来てくれたのだろう。今、財前からも電話で聞いた。
Haha, is that so?
とりあえず上がってくれ。ここではまともに話もできない。
Okay. Ooh. You follow Artem into his room and sit on the sofa in the living room. How are you feeling? Is the cold serious? You ask him about his condition after giving the kiss files to him.
心配されるようなことじゃない。よくある普通の風邪だ。財前はいろいろと大げさに伝えすぎる。
Sorry, it's all my fault.
これは私の体調管理が行き届かなかっただけだ。君のせいじゃない。だから気にしないでくれ。それにあの日も言ったことだな。あの旅で得たものと比べたらこんな程度の風邪などとってことはない。
He smiles at you and you notice a faint light in his slightly misty, sickly eyes. What he said on the beach that day suddenly resurfaced on your mind. In some reason, your cheeks feel a little hot.
どうかしたのか？
Nothing. You quickly turn to avoid his gaze. Something catches your attention while you are looking for something to distract yourself. Then you focus on the scattered object on the table. Huh, isn't this the wind chime I mean? You brought it back with you?
あ、それはそうなんだが。
Why do? It's broken.
私はただ
Artem takes a quick glance at you before looking away. You can tell from his eyes that he's thinking of how to respond.
私はただこれを直したかったんだ。君にとってこの風鈴は大事なものだろう。海辺を離れる時もずっと捨てがたそうにしていた。私との思い出にできれば心残りはなくしたいと思ってね。それにあれは君が私のために作ったものなんだ。あのまま砂浜に捨てられていいわけがない。ただあまりにもひどい損傷具合だったから残っていた完全なピースで新しいものを作り直すしかないんだが、どうやら風鈴作りは私が考えていたよりもずっと大変な作業のようだ。
Artem lets her aside as he looks to the wind chime on the table. The shells and feathers that were hanging from it has been removed and reconnected, but unfortunately, the only shell and feathers strung together by a fishing line looks a bit twisted. Thank you, Mr. Wynne. However, you appreciate his effort and goodwill even though the wind chime is still incomplete. Let's fit it together.
いや、私はそんなつもりでは。
Mr. Wynne, this was my gift to you. You must let me help you repair it. Besides, you said companionship is more important than anything. So, let's finish it together.
確かに君の言う通りだな。
Afterwards, you and Artem spent half the day trying to make an even bigger wind chime. Drilling, threading, decorating, and assembling, time passes by quickly, but neither of you were bored. After the wind chime is finished, you and Artem hang it up in his study. Accompanied by the soft breeze, the wind chime resonates a crisp and lingering sound. Oh.
こんばんは。君からのメッセージ確認したよ。ありがとう。風邪ならもう治っているし、明日からは出社する。なんだ、心配をかけたな。君は何も悪くない。言っただろう。こればかりは私自身の問題なんだ。むしろ君には感謝している。君がそばにいると心がとても安らぐんだ。あの浜辺は良かった。そうだ、君も島の景色を気に入っていただろう。また行こうか。次は仕事を忘れ、ゆっくり島を見て回ろう。たとえ同じ景色が見られなくとも、また新しい景色と出会えるかもしれない。何？長期休暇が珍しい。そうだな。これまでの私は仕事が何よりも優先だった。それに私は いつも一人旅だ。歴は必要ない。だが今は違う。君と一緒なら長旅だって悪くはない。行きたいのか？よかった。仕事が落ち着いたら休暇を取って一緒に行こう。今日はもう遅い。君もゆっくり休んで明日また会おう。おやすみ。
So let's get this first. Maya's chips. So I think I should have tried this before, but yeah, I think that's all. So bye.